cruising around Indonesia here. We're at the bottom of Lombok, and the tides around here can be fairly fierce. Currents run pretty hard. We've just had a little bit of a tide change. As you can see, the water is starting to churn up a bit, considering it's only about 5 knots of wind, 10 knots of wind, something like that. So this is just all just current running against us. Thankfully we don't have to go too far against it today, but we really got to plan where you go to coincide with the tides around here. Yeah, otherwise you can be sort of going backwards. Anyhow, we'll see how we go. We'll get there eventually. This morning we're heading along the south coast of Lombok, trying to get around the southwest corner of the island, and the strait that we have to go up through is one of the major waterways where the current runs from north of the islands down through the strait down into the south. So we're going against it. Apparently it can run up to 8 to 10 knots. We can't go that fast, so we're hoping to pick up a countercurrent on the side. But on the way, we've got to stick in close to the land all the way, and it's a pretty rugged coast, so we get a lot of refraction waves off the headlands and that sort of stuff, making it fairly comfortable. To add to that, we've got no wind, so we can't sail. We've got to motor it, and yeah, so we just got to plod along and see how we go when we get up to the strait. This is the coastline. This is our first time around the top of Java, and we're just running into the local fishing fleet. There's heaps of these boats. It looks like hundreds of them. We're just hoping that they don't have nets or long lines put out to catch us up, but we'll find out in a minute. These guys are giving us all sorts of trouble. They're spotting schools of fish where the birds are working, and then they run around at full speed throwing a net out in a big circle, and also throwing their crew members out to splash and make, I suppose, scare the fish into the net. But with a heap of boats all doing it at once, it gets a little bit interesting out here. We made it in past all of those crazy fishing boats out there into a lovely little anchorage just in behind the reef, underneath the shade of once again another volcano, and it's just a really lovely, quiet, peaceful anchorage here. We're on the very eastern tip of Java, and yeah, we're just relaxing, having a beer, and there's monkeys feeding on the drying reef over there, amongst the mangroves. The fishing fleet's going back out again. All in all, it's been a pretty nice day. This is just one of the barges with the tug in front of it. Just passed another one to our port. It appears to be 2 or 3 of them just travelling through at the moment. It's always something to keep your eye out for, keep you on your toes. Plus there's small fishing boats everywhere at the moment. No. Too close, too close. Well, there you go. That's what Indonesian ships do. They cut in front of you just so they can have a good look at you within 10 metres. He could have quite easily gone astern of us, but he chose not to. Yeah, just blows your mind what these guys do.